The tragic flight of UPS Airlines Flight 6. Welcome to Air Crash Detective. Tonight we delve into the tragic story of UPS Airlines Flight 6. On September 3rd, 2010, UPS Airlines Flight 6, a Boeing 747-400F, was on a routine cargo flight from Dubai International Airport in the United Arab Emirates to Cologne-Bonn Airport in Germany. Tragically, this routine flight ended in catastrophe. A fire broke out in the cargo hold, leading to a loss of control and the crash of the aircraft near Dubai, killing both pilots on board. The investigation revealed that the fire was caused by the ignition of lithium batteries, highlighting serious concerns about the transportation of hazardous materials. Conditions on the day of the flight. On September 3rd, 2010, the weather conditions in Dubai were typical for the region. The skies were clear and visibility was good, with no significant turbulence or adverse weather phenomena reported. Winds were light and variable, and the temperature was around 40 degrees Celsius, 104 degrees Fahrenheit. These favorable weather conditions indicated that external environmental factors were not a significant contributor to the crash, allowing investigators to focus on internal factors related to the aircraft and its cargo. UPS Airlines and its fleet. UPS Airlines operates one of the largest cargo airlines globally, with a fleet that includes various aircraft models designed for different types of cargo missions. The Boeing 747-400F is one of the mainstays of their long-haul fleet, known for its high payload capacity and long-range capabilities. Commercial use. The Boeing 747-400F is used primarily for transporting large volumes of freight over long distances. It can carry up to 124 tons of cargo, making it ideal for intercontinental routes that require the transportation of high-value goods, including electronics, automotive parts, and perishable items. Fleet composition. UPS Airlines fleet includes Boeing 747s, 757s, 767s, Maryland 11s, and Airbus A300s, each selected for specific operational needs. The variety of aircraft allows UPS to efficiently manage diverse cargo loads and routes, from domestic express deliveries to international freight transport. UPS Airlines has a stringent maintenance program to ensure the airworthiness of its fleet. Despite the company's solid safety record, it has experienced a few notable incidents in the past. 2006 UPS Airlines Flight 1307, a DC-8 caught fire after landing at Philadelphia International Airport due to a cargo fire suspected to involve hazardous materials. Fortunately, the crew survived, but the incident highlighted the dangers of transporting flammable goods. 2010 UPS Airlines Flight 6. The crash of Flight 6 was a stark reminder of the ongoing risks associated with air cargo operations, particularly when hazardous materials are involved. The aircraft, Boeing 747-400F. UPS Airlines Flight 6 was operated by a Boeing 747-400F, a cargo variant of the popular 747 series. The Boeing 747-400F is known for its large cargo capacity and long-range capabilities, making it a workhorse in the freight industry. Equipped with advanced avionics and multiple safety features, the aircraft was designed to handle the rigors of long-haul cargo operations. Despite these advanced features, the events of Flight 6 highlighted the dangers associated with transporting hazardous materials, particularly lithium batteries. Flight departure and initial ascent. UPS Airlines Flight 6 took off from Dubai International Airport at 6:53 p.m. local time, heading for Cologne-Bonn Airport. The initial phase of the flight was routine, with the aircraft climbing to its cruising altitude and maintaining a steady course towards its destination. The crew maintained regular communication with air traffic control, reporting no issues as the aircraft ascended. The cargo on board included a significant quantity of lithium batteries, a common but potentially hazardous cargo item. Lithium batteries are known for their ability to ignite and cause intense fires if damaged or improperly handled. The crew was aware of the presence of these batteries but was not immediately concerned, as the cargo was stored according to standard procedures. Pre-disaster moments. Approximately 22 minutes after takeoff, at around 7:15 p.m., the crew received a fire warning from the aircraft's forward main deck cargo compartment. The alarm indicated that a fire had broken out in the cargo hold, likely involving the lithium batteries. The pilots donned their oxygen masks and initiated emergency procedures, attempting to contain the fire and communicate with air traffic control. The fire rapidly intensified, producing thick smoke that began to fill the cockpit. The crew's visibility was severely impaired, and the intense heat from the fire compromised the aircraft's structural integrity. The pilots attempted to return to Dubai for an emergency landing, but the situation quickly deteriorated as the fire spread uncontrollably. The cockpit voice recorder captured the crew's attempts to manage the emergency, including their efforts to control the aircraft and communicate with air traffic control. The pilots struggled to maintain control as the fire damaged critical flight systems and the thick smoke overwhelmed the cockpit. Pilot and air traffic control communication. During the initial stages of the emergency, the pilots communicated their situation to air traffic control. The first officer radioed,
"Dubai, UPS 6 Heavy. We have a fire indication on the main deck. Request immediate return to Dubai. Request immediate return to Dubai."
The urgency in his voice was evident, indicating the severity of the situation. ATC acknowledged the request and began coordinating a return path to Dubai. The pilots informed ATC about the smoke in the cockpit and the difficulties they were facing. As the situation worsened, the captain's transmissions became increasingly strained.
"Dubai, UPS 6 Heavy. We are unable to maintain altitude. We have a serious fire. Visibility is zero. Visibility is zero."
The pilots attempted to relay their position and intentions despite the overwhelming conditions. The final communication from the cockpit came at 7:42 p.m., with the first officer reporting,
"Declaring an emergency. Declaring an emergency. Emergency. We have a fire on board. We are losing control. We are losing control."
The final moments of communication were marked by static and partial transmissions, reflecting the chaos in the cockpit. The catastrophic event. At approximately 7:42 p.m., UPS Airlines Flight 6 crashed near a military base outside Dubai, just 28 minutes after the initial fire warning. The fire had caused significant damage to the aircraft's electrical and control systems, leading to a loss of control. The intense heat and smoke made it impossible for the crew to see their instruments or maintain effective control of the aircraft. The flight data recorder revealed the sequence of events leading up to the crash, highlighting the rapid progression of the fire and its devastating impact on the aircraft's systems. The fire had reached temperatures high enough to melt aluminum, further compromising the structural integrity of the aircraft. The data showed that the aircraft entered a rapid descent before crashing, unable to maintain altitude or direction due to the extensive damage. The crash occurred at a low altitude as the pilots were attempting to return to Dubai. The aircraft impacted the ground at a high speed, resulting in a catastrophic explosion. The crash site was near a populated area, but fortunately no one on the ground was injured. Aircraft response to the catastrophe. The Boeing 747-400F, despite its advanced design and multiple safety features, was not able to withstand the intense fire caused by the lithium batteries. The aircraft's fire suppression system was not designed to handle a fire of this magnitude, especially one involving highly flammable materials like lithium batteries. The rapid spread of the fire and the production of thick smoke rendered the crew's efforts to control the situation futile. The flight data recorder provided crucial insights into the sequence of events, highlighting the limitations of the aircraft's fire suppression capabilities and the impact of the fire on critical flight systems. The mechanical integrity of the aircraft was severely compromised by the intense heat, leading to a catastrophic failure. Crew and passenger final moments. The final moments on UPS Airlines Flight 6 were marked by confusion, terror, and helplessness. The cockpit voice recorder captured the pilot's desperate efforts to manage the fire and maintain control of the aircraft. The thick smoke and intense heat made it nearly impossible for the crew to see their instruments or communicate effectively. The pilot's increasing frustration and alarm were evident as they struggled to navigate back to Dubai. Despite their training and experience, the rapid progression of the fire and the overwhelming conditions in the cockpit left them with few options. The final seconds before impact were filled with the sounds of the crew's attempts to regain control and the aircraft's rapid descent. Despite the crew's training and the aircraft's safety features, the intensity of the fire and the hazardous nature of the cargo rendered all efforts futile. The tragedy highlighted the critical importance of proper handling and transportation of hazardous materials, as well as the need for improved fire suppression systems on cargo aircraft. Impact, aftermath, and reforms. The crash of UPS Airlines Flight 6 resulted in the loss of both pilots and the complete destruction of the aircraft. The crash site, near a military base outside Dubai, was a scene of devastation, with debris scattered over a wide area and rescue teams working tirelessly to recover the victims and investigate the wreckage. The investigation, led by the General Civil Aviation Authority, GCAA, of the United Arab Emirates, concluded that the fire was caused by the ignition of lithium batteries in the cargo hold. The investigation highlighted the inherent dangers of transporting lithium batteries and the limitations of current fire suppression systems on cargo aircraft. In the aftermath, significant reforms were implemented to enhance aviation safety. These included stricter regulations on the transportation of lithium batteries, improved packaging and handling procedures, and the development of more effective fire suppression systems for cargo aircraft. The International Civil Aviation Organization, ICAO, and other regulatory bodies issued new guidelines to address the risks associated with transporting hazardous materials. The legacy of UPS Airlines Flight 6 underscores the importance of vigilance, proper handling of hazardous cargo, and the need for continuous improvement in aviation safety protocols to prevent similar tragedies in the future. Thank you for watching Air Crash Detective. If you found this video informative, please like, subscribe, and hit the notification bell for more detailed accounts of aviation disasters and safety investigations.